Hello friends, I just want to let you know that my AZ-900 certification course is 100% updated as per the new syllabus from Microsoft on 5th of May. As we know that Microsoft has made significant changes in the exam syllabus, and these changes will be applicable from 5th May 2022. And of course you can go into the detail of skill outline and you can see all those changes here. Now coming back to my course here, and if you see, Microsoft has removed some of the important sections here. For example, the security, database services, big data analytics, IoT services, AI services, DevOps, GitHub, privacy, compliance, data protection, SLA, service lifecycle. All these sections have been removed from 5th May 2022. At the same time, Microsoft has added many new topics on compute section, networking section, storage section, and identity service section. Now, Microsoft has removed some of the advanced topics from security like firewall, DDoS protection and all, which makes sense because this is the fundamental exam and you don't need to know those advanced topics. But my understanding is that AZ-900 certification is to give a very high level understanding or overview of all the important services from Azure. Now, I'm not sure why Microsoft has removed, for example, the database services or big data, IoT, AI. All these are important services. The only reason I can think of is because Microsoft now has a separate fundamental certification for database and AI. That could be the reason that Microsoft has removed these content from AZ-900. My current course, it says 19R, but exactly not this is 19R because as of now my course has both the old as well as the new content. So if you look at all these sections, this comes out around 6R. So actually the course is 13R long. So I just want to make sure that you don't overwhelm looking at these 19R course here. And actually I still want to keep some of these content here at least for some times, and as per student feedback I can keep or remove it in the future because some of these services are important. And I always believe that certification doesn't mean to just get a official certificate from Microsoft, but it actually means that you know the stuff, you know Azure much better than before, right? So if you want to know Azure fundamental, actually you should know about all these different services. So I'll decide later whether I want to keep it or remove it. But as far as your certification concerned, your certification course or syllabus or content ends right here on the practice test, and this is all in the archive section or retired section. Now, if you're interested, I can quickly show you that what all Microsoft has removed or added. So for example, this is the old syllabus before 5th May, and you can see that all these are basically section in yellow and these are subsection in green, and basically in red is what removed. So Microsoft has removed the capital expenditure and operational expenditure, but I believe this is a very important topic for someone to understand how the billing or the charges work in Azure. So I actually did not remove it from my course. Now, if I scroll down below here, you can see that from core resources, Microsoft has completely removed the database section. So I put these topics on the retired section, and Microsoft has removed Azure container instance and Kubernetes services, and instead of that Microsoft has mentioned the very high level container concepts. Now Microsoft has not mentioned Azure Marketplace. I don't know why. This is very important to understand the marketplace concept of Azure, so I have not removed it from my course. Now you can see here, this is the big change. Microsoft has removed this whole section about the IoT, about big data, about the serverless, about the DevOps. So all these important topics have been moved to the retired section. Now, as far as security is concerned, Microsoft has removed everything about the security except the defense in depth. And this makes sense also because at the fundamental level, you don't really need to know about the Key Vault and Sentinel service and firewall. So I believe this was a good change to remove these advanced topics here. Now, otherwise, identity service, we have everything which was there before, but we added a lot more content, which I'm going to show you in a minute. In governance feature, Microsoft has removed cloud adoption, which is fine. In privacy and compliance resources, Microsoft has removed everything except this souvenir regions, right? And then the whole section about SLA and service lifecycle has been removed. Now, if you look at the new syllabus after 5th May, Microsoft has added cloud pricing model in the cloud computing, which I believe is a good. Now, Microsoft has also kind of renamed some of these benefits which we had earlier, and I believe that these are more or less the same concepts we have. I may add more content in the future, but as of now, this looks pretty good. Now, another change we have here in the virtual machine section, compute and networking services, Microsoft has added scale set and availability set. Actually, in my old course also, I had these concepts because I feel that these are the important concepts, so I kept earlier also, so I don't have to change it anything here. And then Microsoft added Azure DNS and public and private endpoints, and I have added these concepts here. In storage services, we have some major changes. Microsoft added redundancy option. Actually, I already had this concept earlier, so I don't have to change anything. But then Microsoft added AZ copy, storage explorer, file sync. Now file sync is pretty kind of advanced level concept. I'm not sure why Microsoft has added, again, this is in the fundamental, but I have added all these different concepts here. Similarly, the migrate service and all. Now another major change we have is in identity services, and Microsoft has added ADDS here, passwordless authentication method, conditional access, zero trust, Microsoft Defend for Cloud, and all these topics have been added on identity service section in my new syllabus, or in my refreshed course basically. And finally, if I scroll down here under the governance, we have a concept for service trust portal, and we have a new service, Azure Arc, which Microsoft launched recently. Now this is in public, and probably that's why Microsoft has added this in our fundamental course. So I once again want to assure you that I have updated my course 100% as per the new syllabus, and as the time of recording, this is the highest rated course, and in my view this is the one of the best course we have available on Udemy, because I have added demos for almost all the concepts here. And after taking this course, you'll not just able to have a flying colors in your certification exam, but you'll have a very good foundational understanding about the overall Azure environment. All right, so I hope to see you there in the course, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.